Welcome. I'm Kenneth Andre, Tenjutsu Master and Mystic Messenger. Everything that I share and say and do is for a reason. If there sounds like a contradiction, there isn't. Investigate further. Again, I'm not a part of any religious belief system, any belief system of this world. We've been lied to about everything. Hope you're all doing well out there. Now, I'm aware many are not grasping what's in this channel. You cannot see it, unfortunately. There's a reason why I show you the things that I do. And I'm here to glorify our true Father. And this is about the gods, the angels, those who are in the book of life, the solar beings, those who are sealed. I do not go by the thinking of the elementive first man, Adam. I don't think earthly. I'm disconnected and disassociated. I've got something I want to share with you. Okay, so I've got a comment from the Bob Smith 1991. Why do you think we can eat and smoke every we want? Monster, so toxic. I wrote to you about fasting before and you shut it down. I'll just read this out. You are killing yourself slowly and saying it's not what we think. You are daft. You're 46. I'm 63. Just you wait. I tell you what, I dare you to fast for 2 weeks. I have fasted and I have done things a lot worse than this for the Father. All right. I bet you couldn't handle it. But you know what? You know the Father even, you will know the Father even better. Do us a favor and just do it. Okay, so I'm going to say something here. No disrespect. Thank you for your comment, okay? First of all, we're told in the Bible, and there's 5 verses. If you try to save your life, you're going to lose your life. Fasting in the Bible is in regards to turning away from this world and the elementive way of thinking. You can put anything in your body. It's not what you put in your body that's going to defy you. It's the way you think about it. Doing my research over the years and paying attention, being present, I have done this analysis where there's individuals that have smoked and drank their whole lives. And I've seen an individual that starts smoking and drinking within a year, maybe even months, they pass away because of their belief. And when you listen to the wording of the individual with their convictions, with their beliefs, they're gone. I did this type of work years ago. I do not fear death because of all the mystical experiences that I've been through, which Father had shown me. But you wouldn't even believe half the things that I've gone through, the mystical experiences, let alone the things that I've learned from Father. You don't get it. I'm not hoping to reach 63. I'm hoping to get to around 27 years old. But you don't understand my words. Now I see why Father has got me to talk about the recent material in regards to the odd cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink. I have fasted the true fast since 2011. But you cannot handle the fast that I do. All right? I had no choice in it. I've experienced death many times. Again, fear. Your last enemy you must put under your feet is death. We're told this in the scripture. I've given the most amazing precepts from our Father that cast all your fears, and I read a comment like this, I know, oh death, where is your sting? Where's your freedom? Where's your trust in the Father? You are not drinking the blood of Christ and eating the flesh of Christ. You do not understand these words. These are like robes. You throw them down, but you remain the same, and your years will never end. If I wanted to become youthful right now, there is certain practices that I can do, whereby 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be around 27 years old. But you don't believe me. The reason that I'm in this state is because I'm trying to bridge through a door with my family into a wonderful future. And I still do not worry about death or the things I'm going to eat or drink. Yet you still do not understand the things I'm saying, because I'm not coming from the elementive first Adam, first earthly man Adam thinking. Jesus Christ said, you want me to tell you about heavenly things, but you won't even believe me about the earthly things, about the gods and angels that are here. You're still carnal minded. Father said, why are you worrying about your bodies? Okay, you need to understand what these bodies, these garments, these robes are. Okay, they are of light. It's just a form. You always have a form. You've changed this form many times, but you've been in a profound sleep, and you've believed you played one life, because each life that you've played, you've been again in this profound sleep playing as the earthly man Adam. And so you play many roles in the space-time continuum until you come into maturity, sentient being, having the true scripture revealed to you by the Father. But you need to get out of that carnal mind and be open-minded. You need to cast all your fears under your feet. Father is the eternal light. Okay, he's the infinite. Do you think he's worried about man? He literally tells us, if man thinks himself to be something when he's nothing, he deceiveth himself. Everything turns to rust, dust, it wax, it winds, it literally fades away. Father chose us to put eternity in our hearts, to cast all our fears and worries, as the first earthly man Adam worries about, under our feet. Because as the earthly man Adam, life is a flash in a pan. We're so vulnerable. We can't last 5 minutes in the real world because we just die. A human life is just too short and too fragile. But many still believe in that elementive way of thinking. And so a lot is hidden from them. Even their thoughts or memories of past. And they go on playing these little roles in a host body system. There is a whole book in the Bible about this, the attitude of the elementive first earthly man Adam. What's the point in investing in anything? What's the point of doing anything? Unless you're going to seek truth and understand who you really are. I don't invest in the earthly man Adam. It's feeble, it's weak, it dies. Hence we put on eternity now and incorruptibility, in spirit and in truth. Yet you still do not grasp the things that I'm saying. Now, I am very direct, and I will not hold back. I will tell you how it is, and yet you will not accept the words that I tell you, because I come from spirit, and I say it's very humbly and respectful, and I will not give my ego an inch. I do not put myself above anyone or below anyone. I'm considered as one of the God's elect. And I don't say this with pride. I will not give my ego an inch. I've been broken and torn to pieces. accepting this has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I've been tried and tested. And I've gone through many mystical experiences you just wouldn't believe. You'd think I was a madman. They said the same about Neville Goddard. That's why they called him the American mystic. And there's many other teachers I was sent where they had these mystical experiences. Adula, which is the teacher Neville Goddard. When Neville Goddard met Adula, he was drinking and eating, and Neville's like, man, he's not looking after himself. He don't care. And then Neville got it. Many put so much importance in the vessel. To such a degree, it's just more chains and frustration. You know, the amount of work an individual puts upon themselves for vanity, to fit in with the social communities, etc. Nothing of real wealth gets done through the day. It's all carnal with the LARP, the live action role play. The real truth is, the Bob Smith, 1991, you're in a fake, fictitious, organic, vegetable AI simulated dream world. That's the truth, and you still do not grasp it. You do not understand God. We are given a depiction that God is the all in all. He is the invisible light, spirit, and love. His Son is given to us by our Father into our hearts. He puts eternity in our hearts, whereby he says, if you try to save your life, you lose your life. The last enemy you must overcome is death. Cast all your burdens and your fears upon the Christ within. I tell you, you are eternal. You live forever. Whatever you ask for in my name, whatever you ask for in my name is given to you. Whatever you approve of, keep between you and the Lord. Blessed is he who doesn't deny himself by what he approves. There's another quote that's in connection with this from Aleister Crowley, Do Thou Will. I do the will of the Father, and I listen to that subtle voice in me. So do they. Our Lord, not the God from a religious belief system that asks something from someone. Our Father offers us the kingdom and eternal life with no fear. What God asks you to behave in a certain way? My Father is showing me how to conduct myself in a constructive way, that the yoke is light, and it's his good pleasure to offer me the kingdom and understanding of the Father in me. Okay, where he says this is the behavior of the first earthly man, Adam, and his mental setup, which causes decay, corruption, diseases because of his mind. Okay, our Father offers life and freedom from fear and the elemental way of thinking. Father is all about giving to us, not taking us away. Having self-control, as I've said, and moderation with food and drink, etc., is constructive. Okay, I'm not doing anything that's in accordance with the 7 deadly sins. Meaning, and this goes in accordance with ignorance, a debased mind, one without knowledge or wisdom, whereby I can be myself, listening to Father upon my mind, the desires of the heart, and I can think about the things that I'm going to do constructively. Okay, this is constructive. I'm aware of my thoughts. I've taken from the tree of knowledge. I know that which is constructive and that which isn't. And yet I'm still not going to worry about the things that many are telling me about a particular food or a drink. I eat healthy. I have breakfast, lunch, and tea. I have 1 can of Monster a day. I don't drink alcohol. Yes, I have the vape. That's it. I work out. And yet, I do not stress like man stresses about calorie watching or the way that my skin looks. I don't stick on lotions and... Okay, let me stop there. I'm stopping there because it's just going into the earthly elementive man Adam. Okay, again, the very low body way of thinking. Again, the religious belief systems have anthropomorphized God, a deity who's judging man, and asks so much from you, whereby you cannot live. That's the old covenant, the old law that leads to pain and death. Father is offering you freedom to stop stressing and worrying about the earthly things, the elementive way of thinking. He's offering you life. And while you are pinned to the old man, pick up your cross daily and follow me, he's offering you freedom and keep watch as we invest in our eternally heavenly homes, not made of human hands, because we do not think like the elementives. And so while I'm in this state, I'm looking forward to, well, any moment, a mystical supernatural transformation with my life, where I'm in a completely different world. Did I not say this? Yet you still do not believe me. Is it any wonder why so many do not go anywhere? Why they're still left with a ruler over them, with weeping and gnashing of teeth? Because you don't believe. You have no idea of the form that you're in. You have no idea what God is. Our living God doesn't care about us as man, playing the first earthly man, Adam. It is as nothing. It just passes away. If a day is like 1,000 years to the Lord and 1,000 years like a day, we only live up to, 70, 80 years with a little strength, as told us in the Bible. He says, stop worrying about earthly things. Turn to me and I'll put eternity in your heart and incorruptibility. Stick on the new man. I give you knowledge and wisdom where you're going to laugh at all this. Are we not told this? Our true Lord doesn't ask us of anything, not like the religious belief systems. He gave us the Son from the very beginning. He's with us through the whole journey. And it's his good pleasure to give you the kingdom and to put eternity in our hearts. He gave us himself. He loved us first. He doesn't ask anything from us but to come into remembrance of the truth that will free us from the elementive way of thinking. Our loving Father is a life-giving spirit, and he offers you everything, especially escaping the chains of fear and the elementive way of thinking, the first earthly man, Adam. When you really grasp what's being offered to you, you are free. And you start applying your mind differently, and you extend your curtains, your tabernacle, and you bring in that which you desire and loved with your loved ones and friends, and a wonderful future. Because you are erecting the world that is before you. The world's plural, created through the word that's in the heart and on our tongue. There's no more fear. I do not worry about having an extra slice of cake, having a can of Monster, vaping. Because if I did something or something happened to me, well, I'll just be reset. You cannot not exist or die, but you don't believe me. You know, if I really wanted to and for example, go on one for a week, you just wouldn't believe this, and go crazy to the point where I'll end up dropping the form. I can reset myself back a month, a year. You can turn back time. You can literally drop this body, holding in your mind's eye, right between here, the image and age you want to be in the state, drop the body and you'll end up there. We're literally taught this by Thoth himself in the Emerald Tablets, but you don't believe it. I come from experience, from all the mystical experiences I had. It was so intense, so extreme. It was so Father could teach me the comparison between the elemented earthly man Adam and the gods, the angels. This is all about the angels and demons in the host body system, yet you do not believe me. You get a lot of conspiracy communities trying to speculate why certain celebrities die in the way that they do, saying it's part of a ritual. No, they know the truth. They get to the point where they feel alone, the body becomes of age, and so they drop it. They make a choice whether they want to go back or go forward in a younger form in a different world. They're initiates in the truth. This is not freedom, yet you still do not get the Bible. There is a hidden Bible within the Bible. You've been lied to about everything. You're not even being aware what's been happening with you. Now, this is obviously a message from Father, trying to get us out of that Faraday cage, the mind of the elementive. Okay, he's saying to us, stop stressing and worrying about man and this world. Okay, know thyself. He's in us. Okay. So the difference between me and anyone else is just time and knowledge and revelation. The difference between me and anyone else is that I know that I am of the light. I and my Father are one and the same. You see me, you see the Father. I know who I am in spirit and in truth. We are the gods. God. I know who I am. The question is, do you really know who you are? Because if you really understood the truth of who you are as God, you'd shit yourself and you'd be broken and torn to pieces. You'd have to build yourself all up again in spirit and in truth as one of the gods, in spirit and in truth and understanding and wisdom. But you don't want to face that because it reveals to you who you thought you was is as nothing. You are the invisible light, spirit and love. The image, love, wisdom and power of the Father, all Father, Mother, Daughter and Son, the eternal. You are without form. The awareness alone, the eye of man is God. And yet you still do not believe the things that I say. I'm Kenneth Andre, Tenjutsu Master and Mystic Messenger. Love you guys. Get rid of your fears. A can of Monster or a fag, if this is what you really feel, do not deny yourself. Because putting yourself under such more stress and pain brings more stress and pain. Like attracts like is known to like alone. Jesus Christ said this in the Secret Gospels of Thomas. Do not do that which you hate, for heaven records this day against you. The more that you do that which is hateful, you bring more upon yourself. Love you guys. Have a good day.